covering every county. This is your statewide newscast, Arkansas Today.
It's hard to believe. It's been 4 years since the murder of realtor Beverly Carter. Now her family is continuing to make strides to protect others. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us on Arkansas Today. I'm Aaron Nolan.
And I'm Mallory Brooks. Arkansas Today's Susan Elkhoury caught up with Carter's oldest son about his efforts to raise awareness.
I would give anything to have my sweet mom back.
Gone, but never forgotten. Carl Carter Jr. on a mission to keep his mom's memory alive. Even if it means one of the only ways to catch him is by video chat.
We don't want this to ever happen again.
Carter speaking from Syracuse, New York, one of dozens of cities he travels to in order to share his mom's story.
It still doesn't make sense to me. He just went to work one day and she just didn't get to come home.
It's been 4 years since Beverly Carter's murder. The realtor met a couple for a house showing in Scott, not knowing they had other plans.
She was perceived as this opportunity for these bad guys to just be, kidnap this lady and be wildly successful from the ransom.
A pain her son wants no other family to know. He's teaming up with the National Association of Realtors to talk about how agents can better protect themselves.
We have to remain diligent about our personal safety.
Even if it means talking from another hotel room, the distance doesn't matter to Carter.
I lost my best friend. I lost my mom. But through that loss, through what we're doing, we're helping people.
What he calls the best tribute to his mom.
And that was Susan Elkhoury reporting. Just to give you some background information on the heartbreaking story, Carter was reported missing on September 25th of 2014. Her body was discovered on September 30th of that year. Aaron Lewis and his ex-wife, Crystal Lowry, both convicted in her murder. Multiple panels, realtor safety meetings, and events in Carter's honor have been held across the state and country.
Authorities in Hot Spring County are investigating after an inmate was found dead in his cell Saturday. We're told officials found 36-year-old Antonio Rawls in his cell around 6 p.m. It happened at the Ouachita River Correctional Unit. The Department of Corrections will be working an internal investigation.
The Arkansas Department of Health reporting over 230 people have become ill after eating at a popular restaurant in northwest Arkansas. The ADH confirms that these illnesses are due to norovirus, and they believe it's spreading from JJ's Beer Garden and Brewery in Fayetteville. We're told the restaurant is continuing to serve food after closing for 24 hours earlier in the week to clean and sanitize.
All right, make notice of this. If you receive health coverage through Arkansas Works, the next deadline for reporting is Friday, October the 5th. Now, this upcoming deadline is for those who are required to report the 80 hours of activity each month to keep your benefits. Remember, if those hours aren't reported, you could risk losing coverage.
A mother hoping to change state law set to testify in front of lawmakers this afternoon after her daughter was killed in a hit and run. Nearly 2 years ago, 18-year-old Haley King was riding on a scooter in Fayetteville when she was hit by a truck. The driver was found guilty and sentenced to 17 years in prison. He is a legal U.S. resident, but not a citizen. So Haley's mother, Catherine Hall, is pushing for a bill that would prevent people who aren't citizens from getting bond.
My daughter was 18. She is not going to ever get any older. So, but like I said, if any of our hard work can bring anything good out of this, it'll save another family from going through the same pain, or maybe from even losing a loved one in such a horrible way.
We will follow this story and let you know of any developments.
We are your local election headquarters. If you plan to vote in the upcoming elections, you have about a week to register. The deadline to register by mail or in person, October 7th. You can get a voter registration application at your local county clerk's office. Election day, Tuesday, November the 6th.
This weekend, a church in Rogers celebrated Hispanic Heritage Month with a special guest, Bishop Minerva Carcaño. She's the first Hispanic woman to hold this title in the United Methodist Church. The bishop has been invited to the White House and has even traveled around the world. She spent the weekend in northwest Arkansas talking about immigration reform here in Arkansas.
Lived between countries, lived between cultures. I'm fortunate to have a father who taught me what it means to be an immigrant.
She says her heritage and journey as a bishop are what push her compassion for advocacy.
The state's Medical Marijuana Commission will hold its next meeting. It's coming up tonight. Officials are expected to consider the approval of 2 rule changes. One of the rules up for discussion is the plan that allows a third party to score dispensary applications. We'll let you know what happens. You can follow us on air online for the very latest.
And that's a look at